Okay, so we're live. I never get a chance to get my sip of tea before we actually start. Tonight we're playing from 1991 Marvel superheroes. Unfortunately, yesterday Stan Lee passed away, so we wanted to play something in the Marvel verse, and here we are. I think nobody here is, well, Michelle has played a little bit back in the day, so we're going to kind of figure it out as we go along. Seems like a pretty fun game. And so I'm going to do this first part. I'm just going to talk a little bit about the rules so everybody can kind of understand how to play as far as I understand. And if, Michelle, you hear me saying something wrong, didn't just tell me. But so basically, there's this. Everybody has their character who's got a bunch of abilities. Like most RPGs, you have fighting, agility, strength, endurance, reason, intuition, and psyche. And essentially, and then of course you have superpowers. So whenever you're going to do a task that requires a roll, just like anything, you don't have to roll for everything. But if you're going to, let's say, for instance, you're fighting somebody and you want to, punch them in the noggin, you're going to use your fighting skill for that. So if you look at Thor, who Young has chosen to play, Thor's fighting is unearthly. So you look at the chart, the universal table. There's like a table here. Oh, actually, I can already share it so people online can see it. You look at your universal table. We're so high tech here. Application window. Boom. Okay. So we look at our universal table, and we can see that I always do that. That unearthly is over here. So he's going to roll a percentile die, and if the score is in the white, it's a miss. If it's in the green, it's a hit, and you do your damage based on your strength. So Thor's strength is monstrous. So you would do 75 points of damage if you hit somebody. And then if you score in the yellow, there's a chance you slam them, like knock them back through a wall or something. If you score in the red, you might stun them. If you're using a gun or something like that, there's a chance you could also kill. Obviously, that is not something you want to generally do as a hero. So you want to be a little careful about that. If you're doing like a melee attack, like punching somebody, you can actually do less damage if you want to. You can do up to your strength. So you can choose to do less damage if, for whatever reason, you don't want to do maximum damage. If somebody reaches 0 health, they are unconscious, and then there's a chance they could die. So, okay. Does that make sense? And that's pretty much true for anything. If you're, let's say that you want to do something that requires agility, like the example they give in the book is like Spider-Man trying to swing down on his web to grab somebody out of the way from a car that's out of control. You would roll on your agility and try to succeed there. And that's pretty much the game. I mean, now if you have powers, they will actually affect that. For instance, let's see who has a power. Shadow Cat. Oh, so Lockheed, for instance, you're Lockheed, right? Your power is you have the fire breath. So you're going to when you make you can make an attack, which would be an agility attack if you want to attack with your fire breath, and it will do remarkable or 30 points of damage. That's how that works. And you can actually do less damage with that as well. That's up to you. Like breathe less fire, basically. If you do have something like body armor, that will reduce damage. That all makes sense? Cool. That's pretty much the game. Simple as that, right? So we have, I guess you guys can introduce your own characters. You can maybe tell us who you're playing. I'm gonna think. Okay. So I guess just tell us who you're playing, and then or do you want to roll into it? You can do it in the plot. How do you guys want to do it?
I'm okay. Just introduction, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just roll into it, and you guys can introduce your characters as they make their first action. So, as the I guess I'm gonna give away a little bit. So, as the two girls here are taking a break from school in Westchester, they're down in New York City in a cold November day, doing some shopping, pre-Christmas shopping, pre-holiday shopping, and you guys hear that they're actually bringing in the star that they put on the top of the tree in Rockefeller Center today. It's being delivered like a little bit early because, of course, the tree goes up on Thanksgiving. And this star is made of Waterford crystal, and it's very beautiful. And of course, they kind of sneak it in. And you guys have heard through the grapevine, maybe on Twitter or wherever, that it's going to be this. You guys are heading down and Fifth Avenue towards Rockefeller Center, and I guess we'll have you introduce your characters. I'm assuming that you're going to be stuffed in somebody's bag, Rush. But let's start with Tony.
Making her way down to Rockefeller Center is a small-framed girl with this very short, close-cut, cropped red hair, but it's just flowing in the breeze. She's wearing this blue velour top and these dark black pants as she's walking along, wanting to see the culmination of the star being put on the tree. She reaches up to around her neck where a necklace is swinging also, and she touches the cross that is there and stops for just a moment in the street on the sidewalk as she crosses over. She continues on towards her destination. I am playing Rain Sinclair, also known as Wolfsbane, X-Man.
Excellent. Perhaps you stop for a moment because, well, by the way, guys, because I am so awesome and technically, we'll see if I can pull this off. I actually have the map of New York. Can I do this? I shouldn't have announced it until I could actually make it happen. Oh crap! Okay, I can't do it. Forget it. I don't have the map of New York. Stand by. And let's go ahead and introduce your character.
Oh.
Which one?
Michelle can do it now, since you're probably with her.
Yes.
You said the jerk was with her? What?
No, since I'm probably with you.
Oh.
Which would mean the jerk's with you too. So.
Yeah.
Oh wait, it's your turn.
Yeah, I know. Okay. So I will be playing Shadowcat, or Catherine, in parenthesis, Kitty Pryde. Kitty is her nickname. She is a member of the she's been a member of the X-Men. She's been a member of Excalibur. And she's walking down the street. We're on a street, right?
Yeah,
walking down the street, and she's got a little buddy, a little stuffed animal. Well, we're pretending he's a stuffed animal. She's got a little purple dragon that's sitting on her shoulder, and she's hoping that everybody will believe that he is a little stuffed animal, and she'll reach over every now and then and kind of yank on his tail, and whenever he has his tail yanked, he'll open his mouth to try to fool everybody that this is just a cute little stuffed animal that happens to be sitting on her shoulder, and they're taking in the sights and just kind of looking around, and she's able to speak telepathically to Lockheed, and she says, "Wow, this is a really really big city that we're in. What do you think, Lockheed?"
Rush.
So, sitting on Kitty Pryde's shoulder, about the size of a very large cat, is a purple draconic alien named Lockheed, who is befriended Shadowcat when the X-Men were taken to by the Brood aliens to a Brood planet, and he was a warrior and champion of his people, and so not wanting to be stuffed into a bag, he's sitting on her shoulder, acting like he's some kind of animatronic stuffed pet. And so as Kitty grabs his tail, he opens his mouth, and she twists his tail, he'll turn his head as kind of a treat for the kids as they walk by, and this, that, and the other. And as they're walking, he's taking in the sights of the city. And as Kitty asks him, what he thinks of the city, he would just kind of just message back to her in her brain that it's okay.
Nice. Okay, so you guys are. I have the city up now. See, told you I could do it. Let's see. Let me get my mouse so I can show you guys. So you guys are walking down Fifth Avenue here, past St. Patrick's Cathedral. Of course, Rockefeller Center is over here. And as you're kind of coming to this intersection, you hear a screech of tires and a massive crunch, like a car accident. But you hear snapping like trees as well, coming from somewhere further down Fifth Avenue, and of course some screaming. What would you like to do?
From towards the cathedral?
You guys are here at hold on. You guys are here at St. Patrick's where it says Fifth Avenue. Can you see my mouse?
Mm-hmm.
It's coming from down here somewhere. I mean, you don't see it on Fifth Ave, so you assume it's somewhere over here.
Okay, so further down.
Yeah, you can't see it from where you are, but it's definitely down the street. Like you're coming on 50th Street. It's down near 49th.
So Lockheed would I guess, and out of character. Lockheed's a little bit interesting for those watching. Also, Lockheed doesn't talk much except to Kitty. So Lockheed would, I guess, mentally speak to Kitty and say, that doesn't sound good. And he kind of would take his head and just kind of point down the road like it came from that way.
Okay.
And she would nod and say, okay, let's head over there and see if we can do anything and see what's going on.
Cool. So you guys are going to head down Fifth Avenue, just like timeline wise, even though I'm not a Marvel expert, but this is like, even though I don't know if that lines up properly with you having the dragon, but this is when you're in, like, I guess part of the New Mutants or whatever you're like. You guys are young. Just this is the 80s.
Yeah.
I just put that out there, only because it might become relevant for things that you don't have cell phones or anything. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, she was a talent. Well, I don't know.
Well, I did say.
Well, if it's in the 80s, we didn't have cell phones in the 80s unless they were gigantic. She wouldn't have had a cell phone back then.
Right. Okay, good. So you're heading south, down Fifth Avenue. You can definitely, you can see kind of bits of crowds forming down in this general area. And if you're moving just at a normal pace or even a slightly fast pace, before you get to where Rockefeller Center starts, which is right here, you hear gunshots. And they're clearly coming from over here on 49th Street somewhere. So we'll put you.
Is there like a mass of people that are leaving that area, like running from it, or? Yeah.
At first you see gathering here of people kind of like looking, and then when the gunshots happen, people start to head away. Like they're even coming this way. So if you're going to try to continue down Fifth Avenue, it'll be difficult. You could cut through Rockefeller Center or go up this way as well, 50th Street, where people are kind of pouring out from all these directions. It's pretty crowded here because of the tree going up and everything.
You said it's nighttime, right?
No, it's not nighttime. It's like afternoon.
Okay. So I'm going to message to Kitty to kind of.
Although I will say this is not nighttime, but it is also November and it's late in the afternoon, so it's relatively dark. Like it's probably like 4 o'clock. The sun's probably going to go down in half an hour or so.
So I'm going to message to Kitty and say, if you guys run over there, run by that big tree first.
Okay, so she's gonna nod and then she'll head over toward the big tree. But because she heard the gunshots, she's going to immediately put herself and Lockheed out of phase, so they will have a less likely chance of getting hurt. Yeah, she can right. Touch people as long as she's touching them. She can put them out of phase.
All right, that's cool. Is that noticeable to people? I don't really know.
Well, yeah. I mean,
no, it's fine. I was just asking. I don't remember.
Yeah, she looks see-through.
Yeah, I mean, nobody's really looking at her.
So hopefully people won't notice her.
Yeah. Okay. So which big tree are you going over? This one over here?
Yeah.
Basically, my plan was, as she's running over there, as soon as she passes the tree, I was going to jump off under the tree and scramble up the tree and then take flight out of the tree where. Because if people hear gunshots, they're going to be looking down, and then I can fly over there from above and get a better view. But I don't want to just like take off her shoulder because people will be like, "What the hell?"
Fair enough.
All right. And is that an alleyway between those two buildings? That like long dark black.
Which part, Tony? Here.
Come on down a little bit. Down like Still on down. No, not the street. Back to the left.
Here?
Right there. Is that right where you were just straight? There's like a black strip.
It's like the sidewalk.
Oh, okay. And that's a sidewalk I could cut through to go and come out.
Yeah, if you go here, like this is the sidewalk. It just looks like there maybe was some construction here at the time when they took this picture. You can go here.
Oh no, on up to the edge of that building. Where you're
here.
You're right there. That's it. That's what I'm asking about. I can't tell. It's hard for me to see it. I can't tell if that's like an alleyway or is that a.
No, it's just a sidewalk.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go through there then to get to where.
Okay. So you want to come this way down Fifth Avenue and go this way up 49th Street, or do you want to go this way? Because this is you obviously you can go through here too.
Right there, right where you're at now, right where you're.
Oh yeah, that's Rockefeller Center. You can walk right through there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know that you can't. Maybe it might even be easier if I don't use the satellite. I thought the satellite would be cooler, but maybe this is actually probably easier. Okay, yeah. So basically, you guys are like right here. This is Rockefeller Center. You can go right through this if you want.
Yeah, well, she's just going to take off running. Wolfsbane and just take off running that way.
Where the tree ends up is here. Yeah, so you're going to go this way. Lockheed's coming out of a tree up here. And which way are you flying towards the sound? This is the way as well. Rush?
Yes.
Okay, and what's Kitty doing?
Wait, so you flew off my shoulder?
Yeah, I wanted you to run past the tree. I was going to jump up into the tree so that people wouldn't see me fly off you. And
Okay. Well, then.
So I went up to take flight over top of the buildings to go look at what's happening from an air view.
Oh, okay. Well, then she's just going to run to where she heard the gunshots.
Okay, so you guys are you're running together.
Yeah. Well, he's in the air flying, and I'm running on foot.
Well, with Tony's character, with sorry, what's your character's name? Wolfsbane. I only know the hero name, so with Wolfsbane and Shadowcat are running together through Rockefeller Center. So yeah, you're having to bump through people, although I guess you're physically just going through them because you're not phased. But
yeah. Might be shocking a little bit.
Yeah. But you know you're able to kind of muscle your way through. It's fairly crowded, but of course gunshots clear things out pretty quickly. So as you come around this corner here, you can see that. So by the way, I know this is hard to see. I'll just kind of go around with my mouse. This right here that I'm making a square around, this is recessed, right? This is where they ice skate in Rockefeller Center. So you're here now. You can come around the edge of it to get to where the accident happened, which is right here, if you want. Or you can go around this way as well. I mean, you can go either in the statue here, around this corner. This map's just not showing it very well. You can come this way. Oh, you can see it that way. Look at that. Hey, Google Map. There we go. Now you can see it better.
Yeah, I'll go. I would go south, the where you could just go around, like right there.
So if you can imagine, all these trees right here are knocked down, and actually you see right at the edge of here, like a Mack truck, crashed into this, and it's like teetering over, and the back of the truck is this way, and all these trees are trashed. As you come around this corner, you see that, and you're pretty fast to fly, Rush, so you can actually see. You're in the air, so you know you're looking down. You see that the back of the truck looks like it looks like it's open, and there's a smaller truck behind it, and you see some people laying on the ground, and you see a couple people with guns, and somebody very large. He's hard to make out is in the trees.
In the trees. Yeah,
like in this area, you know, the truck went through it like this. So in the trees here, you see kind of a largish figure, like larger than a normal person, and you see some kind of generic thug kind of guys over here with guns and stuff, and you see, of course, the truck is starting to fall into a pit over here.
So, is there a way for me when I'm looking at my abilities, my ability to talk to Shadowcat using the telepathy? Is there like a range?
Oh,
There is.
It says my psyche is excellent.
no, I don't think so. You could probably reach her from here.
So then I would communicate to her so she can pass it on exactly what it is that I see. And you said it looks like the truck's getting ready to fall down into a hole?
Yeah, the truck is starting to fall into the plaza. It's like teetering, and you do see somebody. Well, you don't see. You guys over here on the ground might see that there's somebody in it still. You know, you see the windshield is like spider webbed, and you see blood on it, and there might be somebody inside the truck.
Okay, so I'm gonna make my way over to the truck.
Okay. How about you, Tony?
Yeah, I would move towards the truck also.
Okay, towards the front where the driver is.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to zoom down toward the big guy to try and see if I can get a look and see who that is.
Okay. Are you gonna try to be like stealthy, or are you just gonna?
Well, if he's in the trees, I'm going to kind of fly into the trees so
Okay.
that he can't see me, but try and,
All right.
I'll
We
be
can do that.
I'll be looking for a little purple dragon.
You shoot in through the trees, and you see this guy
Oh,
He's in the tree.
not in the trees.
under the trees.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh my gosh.
No, and he would probably break the trees. So he's standing there. He's not paying attention to you. He's looking at back at the guys that are unloading the truck. He's kind of like looking back and forth to make at the front to make sure. And he's kind of got one hand on the truck, and he's like kind of having fun. Like, oh, am I going to tip it over? Am I not going to tip it over? Am I going to tip it over? And the truck's like wavering like this.
Would we know who he is? Would we have any knowledge?
Yeah, you would know.
Yeah, that's the blob.
The blob, yeah. Yeah, he's not uncommon. You definitely would know who he is. Also, you hear a whoosh in the skies. Somebody comes flying in, young.
Halt, mortal villains! Thor the Thunderer hath arrived.
I mean, where do you want to go, Thor?
Thor is flying near the dragon, and he mistakes the dragon as one of the villain's pets or something. I see that mortal realm hath even brought a dragon to assist in thy villainy. And he's actually about 30 feet away from Lockheed.
Okay. I think Rush disappeared.
Yeah, he had to go and take a break.
Go ahead and so I'll pause there for a second with Thor and Lockheed, and so the two girls are approaching the truck. You guys, of course, I mean, maybe Lockheed told you that the blob's on the other side. You can see the truck is kind of wavering, and there is definitely a driver inside. He looks like he might be unconscious.
Mm-hmm.
It's seeing that it's the blob, and us recognizing that who he is. And then we hear the whoosh of Thor arriving. Wolfsbane she's going to run behind a tree real quick and transform into her red wolf form. And then she's going to take off running and charge the blob and just try to knock him over.
Oh, okay. You can do that.
Do we see Thor?
You probably hear him. He's above the trees.
His hair looks
He's above the tree. Okay. All right. Well, she just kind of looks up. I mean, obviously he's too high for her to really say anything. Or maybe she can. Is he close enough to?
Yeah, you can yell about
for her to. Okay. Well, and does she hear him talk about the dragon?
I would say so. It sounds like he's being.
Okay. Well, she's gonna look up and say, "That dragon's mine. Leave him alone. Help with the truck." And then she's gonna make her way over to where the driver is in the truck, and then use her power to reach in, grab the driver, and try to pull him out as he's phased.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
she
you can
can
do
open
that.
the door, but the face part is cooler.
Well, yeah, that's much cooler. So you come in through. You come to the truck and you reach through and grab the guy and face him and pull him out.
Yeah.
While you're doing that, you're transformed into a wolf, and you're going to rip around, and you're going to do, I guess, you could do a charging attack if you want, Tony, which is going to use your endurance instead of your fighting. If you want to try to knock him over, that's
I'm just going to bow into him and knock him over. And also, as soon as I transform into the wolf, I'll send a message telepathically to Shadowcat to let her know that you take care of what she's doing. You take care of the driver. I'll take care of the blob. So that is it's excellent on my wolf farm. So, but that's going to miss because I wrote a 36.
Okay. So you roll 36. So you can I mean, you don't need to do it now, but I just remembered something, so I shall wait till Rush comes back. There's another. Oh, he is back. Rush.
Yes.
Okay, so everybody. So you also have a score called Karma, and the way that works is if you want to spend Karma. Oh, by the way, Shadowcat just gained 10 for saving somebody.
Karma? Woo!
Yeah. Basically, if you can spend it to increase your rolls, but the way that you have to do it is you have to say ahead of time what the roll is you want to do. So, like in your case, Tony, you might have been like, I want to get a green on this. And then
because I only need like one more block to get to the green. So yeah, if I can do that.
Yeah, normally you would have to do it ahead of time, but I'll say it's fine. You can never spend less than 10 though. So, but the way that it works is you announce it ahead of time what you want to go up to, you roll, and then you just pay what you need to reach the number. But it's always a minimum of 10, no matter what. So
all right, yeah, I got 24 karma, so I'll spend 10 then to get to the next, and that'll put me in the first green block.
All right, good. So you're in. That'd be a grappling. Actually, you don't have to spend it because actually, your first green block of grappling is still miss, so it wouldn't have got you anywhere. And you didn't know about it, so don't worry about it.
Oh yeah, so yeah, I wouldn't have enough to spend to get to the next one. So yeah, okay.
Actually, no, but it says grappling is strength. Let me just check the rules. I'm pretty sure that it said that charge.
Well, yeah, looking up top, it says grappling in the green would be a miss. It says.
Yeah, it is. No, I'm just saying because endurance combat charging. Green attacker hits target and inflicts damage. Okay, you can inflict damage. Okay, but you don't knock him over though. So you do hit. I'm looking. It's a different. It's not on that. Oh no, charging. We should be under the charging. Green is hit, so you can do it. So you're gonna do your normal damage, which is your strength. Okay.
Yep, and it's good damage at the wolf farm, so that's 10.
And okay, plus 2 points for every square that you move, but the most you can move is 3, so I'll say 6. So you're gonna do 16 points against the blob. Let me get Blob's information out here. Where are you, Blob? Okay. The Blob. Okay, so Blob. Bum, bum, bum. Da-da. Okay, he has unearthly armor. So you hit him and just bounce right off of him. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, you crash into him and he just bounce right off and he looks at you, kind of puzzled as to what happened there, since there's a wolf in front of him. Okay, so Rush, just so you know, Thor is yelling at you in the tree.
I'm not going to say anything. What I'm going to do is, there's men on the ground. I'm just going to kind of look at him like, really? And then I'm going to look. There's guys down on the ground, you said, with guns, right?
Yeah, so from where you are, there's 3 guys with guns. They seem to have a couple people on the ground, and then they're just like holding their guns like this.
So they look like obvious bad guys.
They are definitely bad guys.
Okay, so what I'm going to do, how far away are they about?
They're within 1 move to get there.
Okay, so what I want to do is I want to like fly over to where they're at.
Okay.
And I'm going to, like where they got the guys, I'm going to fire my flame over their heads. Like not specifically, not to try and like burn them alive, but just completely fan over their heads with fire.
Okay. All right, go ahead and make an agility roll, see if you can aim it correctly.
Okay. All right, so that would be a shooting attack, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So I got 50.
Okay.
My agility is remarkable. So
okay, that's a green.
That is a green.
Okay, so yeah, so you can go over their head. You hit where you want to hit, basically. Do you want to inflict any damage on them, or just scaring them at this point? You can do up to 30 points on them.
I mean, maybe just like a little bit enough.
Okay.
I'm trying to make them run off.
Okay.
Or at least get away from the people. So yeah, I'd say try. I can choose how much damage I can do.
Up to 30, because that's your max.
Oh, up to 30. Oh, that's how that works. Okay.
Yeah, you can. Well, you can on your attack because because of what it is, and some you can't. Like a gun, you can't do that.
Right. Crap. I don't know how much damage it.
I mean, an average person has somewhere between 20 and 40. You know,
Let's hit him for about 10.
Okay. Okay, so those 3 guys take 10 each, and it scorches their head. And they're definitely distracted at the very least. You know, and we'll see how they react after that. They kind of look back towards the blob, and I guess also Thor. What's Thor doing at this point? Young.
I am most confounded. First I see a dragon, and now I see a lycanthrope wolf charging after the poor mortal. Yet I recognize that large blob, the foe that I have fought in the past and have beaten. Thor the warrior born shall not relent. Have at thee, villain! There is only one villain that I recognize, and I shall smite thee with mine hammer. He twirls his Mjolnir above his head and tosses it down at our dear friend, the blob.
Okay, so if you're throwing it, you're doing a range attack. So you're going to do an agility check. Use a throw weapon and inflicts unearthly damage. When throwing, the hammer returns to your hand.
Agility is 20 for Thor.
Yeah, you have an excellent agility. So Tony,
all right. So I'm doing an excellent chart. Okay. Oh gosh, you got 11.
Okay, so as big as the blob is, somehow he manages to like his fat moves out of the way, and the hammer, probably because you gave a long speech, he had time to move out of the way.
Hast thou slimmed down considerably? I cannot believe my Mjolnir hath missed thee.
Okay, the blob is going to. Okay, so let's do initiative now because that was like a kind of a free rolling round. So it's side initiative on a D10. So I don't know. We'll have Michelle do it because she's the last person who had done something or. So they got a 5 on the bad guy's side. So roll a D10.
Who's that for?
Michelle.
Oh, sorry. We dropped internet for a second. We disconnected.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Go ahead and roll a D10 for initiative.
A D10 for initiative.
Just roll one.
You won't beat a 5.
Oh, they dropped again. They must be having internet problems.
Oh, geez. Okay. Tony, roll. Since Young doesn't have dice.
A 2.
Okay, there, he's going to go first. Well, the
Thor
blob
goes first?
The blob. I just need to check how much he can lift because I think he's going to hit you with this truck.
Oh, my.
We may end up having to reboot in a minute, so just letting you know.
Okay. The blob is hitting Thor with the truck.
No, nice. Nice.
I'm just going to say...
So
I'm just going to say you can do it because it seems like it's cool. All right, so he's going to hit you with the truck. Or he's going to try to anyways.
Hey, there is truth in that.
Yeah, his fighting is only remarkable, which is the summary roll. I rolled a 72. Remarkable chart. A 72 is ooh. That actually puts me into the, I think, slam. Yeah. Oh, which makes it appropriate when you hit somebody with a truck. So you're going to take, I think you have body armor, right? Thor?
Hold on a second. Let me see.
I think you do, actually.
Body armor 20.
Okay, so you're going to take 10 health points damage. Because he does 30 with the...
Okay.
Because I don't think a truck is more than remarkable. Well, I'm learning now that there's certain charts that... There's probably a DM screen for this. Because you need to know what the strength of the materials when you're hitting people with things. And I don't know where it was. I read it earlier, but I'm just going to... Oh, no, here we go. No, it is. You just take 10 points. You take 10 points of damage, there's a chance you might get slammed, so make an endurance test.
All right.
Endurance test.
Yep.
Thank you.
So what's your endurance? What's your endurance, Young?
Endurance is 75. Monstrous.
Monstrous.
I rolled a 30, so it looks like it's in the green.
Okay, good. So on slam, if you got a green, you're slammed one area. So basically, he knocks you back into the building. And I think you are monstrous. You're going to go through the wall and not take damage because you're stronger than the wall is. So you get knocked back through the wall with the truck. Okay. The guys with the guns, let me just see. There's no like morale here, but I'm going to say a dragon just breathed something on them. So let me just roll. Yeah, they still have their guts about them. They're going to turn fire at the dragon.
Oh no!
Shit.
Yeah, so the first one, look up Thug. Okay, Thug.
Serpentine.
All right, so their agility is typical. The first one shoots his pistol and gets a 13. That's going to miss. The second one shoots his pistol and gets a 37. That's going to miss. The third one shoots his pistol and gets a 42. That also misses. So they shoot their pistols at you. Pop, 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 pop. Nothing. You're able to, dodge and weave out of the way with that. The wolf, on the other hand, out of the tree, you see a kind of like a disc fly at you. 61 on the good. Okay, that's gonna hit you. Okay, you've been hit with bad luck.
I'm there for you.
So your next attack is going to be minus 50 on your roll.
Okay.
Action that you take. Yeah. You did definitely see a young woman pop up to throw this thing and duck down behind, some of the foliage back there. And in addition to that, you guys see a horse with a man who is dressed in full plate armor and a sword, seemed to materialize from nowhere, and he is charging at Kitty Pryde.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So you're paying attention, I guess, because you're helping this guy, and if you help the guy, you can't be phased because you had to let him go. So she's going to come at you, and make a swinging attack with the sword. Misses terribly. Okay. And it's your turn. To summarize, 3 guys shooting at the dragon. There's somebody throwing a magic thing at our wolf. Thor is up in the trees. Missing. Oh, got hit by. Thor is through a wall from the blob, and Kitty Pryde is fighting a knight. So, what do you guys want to do?
Is it our initiative go?
Yeah, go ahead. Your initiative.
So, doing the aerial dance of the bullets going around Lockheed. When he sees the knight attack Kitty and swing, he's going to wheel about. And can I get over to him within one move?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So I'm going to fly over, and I'm going to fly right up on him. And I'm going to, I don't know what kind of a roar Lockheed would have because he is kind of small, but I would let it out, and I'm just going to totally blast this guy.
Okay. With fire.
Everything I got.
Yeah, you're a tiny little dragon.
Yes, I am tiny. Yeah.
He's so
But
cute.
Pack a big punch. All right, I rolled a 36 with my shooting, my agility. Oh, I am in the green by 1 point. I need a 36 exactly to get green, and I got it.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so let's see. Would come on in incredible. Okay, so his abilities are incredible. Body armor, doing excellent damage. Okay, so he is incredible, which is 30 points of but that's against physical blows. I'll say they don't go through. He's got body armor. That's not going to block a fire.
Yeah.
So he'll take 30 points damage. Let me just see what his
Like a tin can in a microwave.
Yeah.
2, 3. So 3. He has no. Okay. So yeah, he has more health than that. That doesn't kill him, but he definitely gets hurt. I mean, he's he's like, dragon.
Yes,
He is a knight.
that's right. It's only fitting.
I will slay thee. So he's gonna. All right, the tiny little dragon's fighting the knight. All right, so
Awesome.
what about who hasn't gone? So I'll just go down the line. So what about Shadowcat?
Well, now that he's gotten her attention, she's going to. Well, what can she do aside from out of phase? Oh, she's got martial arts. Yeah.
You can attack people. I mean, you can also hit people with things that are in phase and then drop them out. Like she does that.
Yeah. But I mean, in this case,
yeah.
Is there anything around that I can use as a weapon?
Yeah, sure, why not? I mean, there's stuff. I mean, there was just an accident. There's trees, and it went over a railing. So there's probably some metal pipes or something there.
Okay, so she's gonna grab a pipe. She's gonna get in phase, so he can't hit her again. And then she's gonna kind of step back a little bit, and then take the pipe and throw it at him. And then when she releases it, it's gonna come back into, I guess, the natural world or whatever they call it, out of phase. And then it's gonna hit him. I want to smack him in the face.
All right.
To try to knock him off his horse.
That sounds reasonable. So go ahead and make an agility check for the throwing of it.
Okay, so it's been almost 30 years for me. So,
yeah.
All right, so I got a 31.
Okay. Your agility is good.
Excellent, actually. According to this, it's excellent.
Okay. You can be excellent. I think they made the characters better in the later editions.
Oh, it's possible. All right, so
Be excellent. Doesn't matter to me.
where is that this?
Yeah, so what are you looking
Excellent?
Yeah, so roll down the excellent table. So you basically...
Okay, that's a miss.
Yes, you whip this pipe and it flies past him. And
yeah, it does nothing.
All right, so how about Wolfsbane? You are facing off against the... you're between the blob and somebody hiding behind a thing that just threw magic at you.
Yeah, Wolfsbane sees the blob just chunk that truck and just knock Thor through a brick wall. And at first, her mind is on trying to help him until this hidden person in a tree has attacked her. And she knows that Thor can manage the blob, and she knows probably the blob's mentality is all set on Thor anyway. So she's going to quickly change into her wolfoid form to be more of a leg and arms, and she's just going to start scaling that tree to try to get to that person in the tree.
Okay. Yeah, you can probably get up there. Take this round to get there. And as soon as you start climbing up, you definitely see a young woman in the tree. She actually is pulling out what looks to be a pistol on her belt as you're climbing up.
Yep. So that's who Wolfsbane's going after.
Climbing up there. So Thor, you just got knocked through the wall of the Rockefeller Center. You're in that NBC studio thing there with like a Cheers shirt over your head. What would you like to do?
All of a sudden, outside the Rockefeller Center, the clouds gather rapidly as it swirls around and blocks out the sun. You hear the rumbling of thunder from a distance. You hear that shock wave ring out throughout the buildings, and all of a sudden Thor rips out his Cheers shirt out of his face and says, "You have chosen the wrong foe, Blob. Thou shalt now face the might of Odin's son, the Thunderer. The warrior born have been raised." And then he slams down and points his Mjolnir at the blob, and using his unearthly weather control brings down a thunderbolt at our unfortunate blob. He has unearthly 100 control over weather.
Go ahead and roll that to him.
Oh my gosh. I better not roll anymore for you. I rolled a 3. 0, 0, 3.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah,
Well,
and that's a failure.
yeah, it is.
Golly.
So, because I'm not like super mean yet, I'll say that just means that it's taking. There's like not really much in the sky right now as far as clouds, so you're not able to get a lightning bolt this under. But there's not enough gathering yet. You'll have to try it again if you want to try to do it again, as opposed to lightning hitting somebody else, which I could also do.
And you hear Thor whisper to himself, "It has never happened to me before."
Nice. Okay, perfect. All right, so back to their turn. So the guys with the guns, having now been left alone by the dragon, they seem to be helping the they run to the back of the truck where the other two guys were. That would seem to be breaking into the truck. The knight is going to swing at the dragon. With the 21, he's not hitting anything. He just swings in the air with his sword. Back, you dragon! Girl in the tree is going to point her gun at you, Tony, and blast you if she can with her. She has like a gas that she shoots. I have way too many windows open as usual. So weapons. Through use a small single shot gas gun. It's amazing gas. It stuns target. Okay, so she has to shoot at you with it first. She only has good agility, so she's going to shoot at you. Maybe I should be rolling for Young with an 87. So I'm sure that with the where's Sarah told you was?
Yeah, that's a yellow. It looks like a yellow.
Yeah, it's a yellow, but this is a gas attack, so it doesn't. You're going to have to make an endurance test, or you're going to fall unconscious.
And that's remarkable. Okay, and we'll forward.
Rather.
Oh my gosh! Now I'm rolling bad for me. 37. So that's a failure.
Okay, you fall out of the tree, and you're stunned for 4 rounds.
But no damage or anything?
Nah, you weren't high enough to
All right. Stunned for 4 rounds, okay.
You fall down, and it says you lose any mental powers, but you don't have any mental powers. Oh, you can't use your telepathy. Because you're not unconscious.
Does that mean stunned you can't do anything, or you can still do stuff?
I would say it means you can't do anything. Let me just make sure. Like you might be able to like crawl away or something, but you can't like fight or anything.
All right.
Like what is it that you want to do?
Oh, nothing. I was just wondering if there was any action you could still take, or if
no, I'm pretty sure stunned means that stunned is like you're not unconscious. You're just like kind of like dazed. So you could probably think of it like that. If you're like dazed, you could probably crawl or maybe like speak a little bit, but you couldn't like run or like you could probably change forms or something like that if you wanted to, but it'd probably take longer than normal, that kind of stuff. Yeah, we'll adjudicate it as needed, I guess. And once again, I lost my window, but I'm assuming I'm still here because you guys are talking to me. Let's see, that's her. That's her. Okay, the blob is going to charge at Thor. So he runs at you, and he's going to make a charge attack within his endurance of a 77. Let's see. Okay, I know I'm going to have to make a different kind of cheat sheet next time we do this because there's a lot of bad guys going on. So his endurance is monstrous. So, and he got a 77. Yellow. Charging car. Okay, so you're going to take 10 points for, and go ahead and I don't know if you want Tony to keep doing it for you, but you got to make an endurance test.
Oh, come on. This is going to be the good one, I'm telling you. Hey, it is 80.
80. Okay, that's good. Yeah, so you I'm sure that's let's see. 80 is yellow, so that is stagger. Okay, so you're basically stunned for this round, so you won't be able to attack this round. Okay, cool. Okay. Alrighty, and that's all of them. So the so far, you know, the blob. It now so basically you don't go flying back through the rest of the NBC store and into like, you know, whatever NBC shows there are. That Cheers is the only I can think of. But anyways, you blast through the thing. So you don't go flying back this time. He just hits you really hard, and he laughs at you. And his belly jiggles like Santa Claus. So now it's your turn, Lockheed. I'm just gonna go in order unless somebody wants to jump the order.
I'm gonna stay on the knight.
Okay.
And just breathe on him again.
Do it.
I think that's the best opportunity I had to do anything to him. That time, I missed.
Yeah, very much so.
I got a 19.
Okay. There is a chance that it hits somebody else
Oh shit!
who happens to be standing there, as in Kitty Pryde.
No, I'll phase. And well, in fact, I'm already phased, remember?
Are you shenanigan?
No.
Oh, okay.
I said earlier that I was phased.
All right.
So that way I wouldn't get hurt.
Well, thank God.
Kitty Pryde ain't dumb.
You don't have to completely unphase yourself when you unphase the stick when you threw it. I don't know. I don't know. I'm asking. Because you unphased when you threw the stick.
You have to unphase when you do the stick.
No, what happens is she can throw it, and as soon as she releases it, it actually becomes unphased. She does not, but the object does.
All right, then that means that it won't do the thing that we thought it was going to do. So actually, that's good that it missed. Because the only way it does that is if it's inside them when you unphase it. Otherwise, it just counts as throwing a stick at them.
Yeah, that's all it was just she was throwing it.
Yeah, that's fine. I thought it was going to do the extra like 40 damage or whatever it does.
He was,
All right,
that's cool. He was thinking of something.
That's fine. So you're phased. So even if the dragon breath goes through you, which we don't have to say, it doesn't matter. We'll say it doesn't, just to be nice. But in fact, your turn. So the knight is there. He dodged the fire breath, and in the fire, you dodged it as well. Oh, you know what though? The guy laying on the ground might have got hit. Let me just see how this ran. I'm gonna roll. I'll say there's a 1 in 10 chance that he gets hit. No. Okay. Luckily, you don't kill the guy on the ground. That would be, after you just saved him. Okay.
Oops.
All right. So what does Kitty Pryde want to do?
All right. So we've still got the knight. Who else do we have aside from the knight that's attacking us?
Where you are, there's just a knight.
Where we're at is just
the person that attacked Wolfsbane, you guys have not seen yet, and the blob is inside beating up the door.
Well, she has martial arts.
Mm-hmm. You can make a fight.
She's going to try to go over and try to punch him in the gut in the hopes it'll help knock him off his horse.
Karate size.
Yeah, because obviously throwing a stick at him.
You can do it. So that's fine. Since you have martial arts, they basically call it a column shift. So you go one column. So your fighting is what?
Where'd she go? I just had it. Oh, Rush covered it up. I blame him.
Oh, okay. Well, you have a different sheet than me, so I'm just going to go
My
by.
fighting is remarkable.
Okay, so you're going to be 1 up from that because you have martial arts, so you're going to be incredible for this. So go ahead and roll your attack.
Okay. I got a 71.
Oh, nice. That actually is yellow.
Ooh.
Hey!
Blunt attack. So it's a slam. So he has to make a test of
Boom!
74. He got a green for endurance for stun. He stunned 1 round. Okay, yeah. So you actually you do your damage to him, which is your strength. What's your strength?
My strength is typical.
What's the number? Oh, 6. Okay. Okay, good. And he is stunned. So he basically kind of like he's like in his horse, like, you know, not able to act this next round.
Okay.
Like you punched him, maybe you're aiming for the stomach, but you hit a little bit lower, so he's a little distracted now.
Yeah.
Okay, so Wolfsbane, you're like stunned and out of it. You do.
Yeah, she's going to, she's goes back to the ground. She's going to try to crawl up to the base of that tree and slowly start transforming back into her actual human form because she's hoping the girl in the tree is not watching.
Okay, fair enough. You notice that, or you hear screeching of tires from behind where the truck was. Actually, you see now because the truck's not there anymore because it was hit. Got hit by a truck. You see a smaller truck You see the guys with the guns and stuff all pile into a smaller truck and take off. Okay, cool, nice. So you're crawling up to the tree. That works. That's one round of you being staggered. Okay, and that's everybody. Back to the top for the bad guys. Like I said, they're driving away. The girl in the tree.
Wait, did Thor go, or did I miss it?
He's stunned.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh wow, Thor stunned too.
Yeah, he got hit with the truck.
Just for the one round, yeah. Yeah, the blob is blobbing him. Yeah, I know. Thor is stunned in there in the NBC store. Okay, so the knight is going to swing at Dragon again. Oh no, he's not. He's stunned. The knight can't do anything. She's not gonna do anything. Actually, you know what? Don't you see the girl in the tree come down? She ignores you though because you're laying on the ground. You know, if she sees you at all, she ignores you. She starts moving towards the where the rest of the people are fighting. And I don't think she can get to you this round. So I'm going to say she's not going to be active this round. The knight is stunned, and so it's just the blob. The blob is going to try to punch Thor in the face with a 55. And his fighting is remarkable. 55 gives you a good. So that's just going to be damage. So you're going to take 10 more points of damage, Thor, but not slam this time. He's standing over. He's like, oh, oh, oh. And the blob is not very smart. All right, so yeah, so he's
Daniel's gonna kill Thor off.
30 points of damage so far.
He's got like 340 hit points or something. Thor's okay.
Yeah, you do have a lot of hit points.
Good Lord.
Yeah, Thor's like, that's why I said he like outclasses the. Yeah, you're not gonna have a problem with Thor. Yeah, he has a crazy amount of hit points. Yeah, 320 hit points. You guys all have like 20 or 30.
Yeah.
I have 86.
It is. Yeah, you have some tweaked out Shadow Cat that's been like upgraded.
It's the one from the site that you linked us.
Well, I know, but that's what I was saying before we started. Like that site has like all kinds of tweaked out. They must have like as the edition kept getting revised and updated, they kept making the characters more and more powerful.
Oh, okay.
That's why I was looking at the bad guys. They were also much more powerful. So I went back to this edition. That's why it's harder for me because I'm not using the website. I'm using the book.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh,
yeah. I like took pictures of the pages of the book, and I'm like trying to. Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry.
Well, that's true. We don't have the book.
Yeah, whatever. You can cheat if you want. Power builders.
Whatever.
Okay. All right. So they're driving away. Blob hits you. It's back to you guys. So, Lockheed. You got one stunned knight. Yeah.
So we would all recognize Thor for being Thor, correct? We would know.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
He's a little bit more known than you are.
I would shout or like mentally shout to Shadowcat to go help Thor. And I'm going to keep breathing fire on this knight guy because dragons and knights.
Okay.
I got a 53, which is going to be in the green.
Okay. Do you want to do full damage?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Yeah. He's roasted. He's still up, but he's basically roasted.
He's roasted. Oh, my goodness.
You're boiling him inside his armor.
Yeah.
Okay. Shadowcat.
All right. Well, she'll agree, and then she'll make her way over to where Thor, the god of thunder, needs help.
Yeah. I mean, you see a combat inside the building. You got to run. I mean, you haven't seen the blob come back out or Thor, so I guess I don't know how you're thinking about it.
So she's gonna sprint as quickly as she can, or float, because she actually can kind of float above ground.
You float if you want.
Gonna just try to make her way over to where Thor is.
Okay. Yeah, and you see a huge hole in the wall, and you see basically, there's like it went through like a couple things. There's racks of clothes everywhere, and there's like mugs and all that stuff. Okay. Yeah. So you do that. There's like Frasier stuff hanging on the thing. One thing is still.
Well, hold on a second. I don't know if I can do this. If I maybe wait till the next round. But what I'd like to do is run in and touch Thor, because when I touch Thor, anything I am in contact with also can become phased. So what I'd like to do is maybe get him out and then bring him back around so we can face the blob. But I don't know if I can do that now if I have to wait until the next round.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to get to him this round because he's too deep in the building. You know,
Okay.
you're looking for him. They're not like right at the edge. They're like he knocked him through walls. So you're free to get to him. But yeah, you can do it. You definitely like to face people without consent.
What now?
Constantly grabbing on people. So
without consent.
Oh no!
That's
I'm
bad.
trying to help people.
That's bad touching.
Oh no!
So Wolfsbane, you're still basically kind of stunned a little bit, but you're back to your human.
Okay.
The tree, and you see this girl that blasted you is coming out into the. She's like moving to the edge of the trees, kind of ignoring you at this moment. And Thor, you are in the building with the blob over you, laughing and bouncing his stomach up and down. What would you like to do? Can we kill Thor?
Hello, can you hear me, guys?
Yep, go for it.
So what's going on?
So it's your turn. You're not stunned anymore. You're kind of facing off against the blob.
Okay. So he bends down and picks up his helmet, which has fallen off from the previous attack, and he replies, "Well done, mortal. Seldom have I seen a foe that was able to knock mine fabulous helmet off. Thou shalt pay dearly, for knowest thou that Thor, the Thunderer's patience is not without limit." And he twirls his hammer and rushes towards him and clocks him over the head with the Mjolnir. Have at thee for Midgard!
Okay, what do we get?
He's got fighting, unearthly fighting, 100.
Yep. Who's rolling?
I rolled an 83. So
Oh,
that
nice.
would be pretty good.
That's yellow. Blunt attacks. Oh, that's a slam. All right, good. So you slam into the blob with your hammer, and he has to make an endurance test. 29. His endurance is monstrous. Nope, fails, so he's in the white. Whoa, great slam. You knock him back through the hole that was created there, and then all the ways across the street and into another building through the wall.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So yeah, Shadowcat, luckily you're phased right now because the blob flies through you and out into it and hits another building. Well done, Thor. Okay, back around. Let's see. Blob, having exited the building, gets up and starts to run away. The girl that's hiding in the bushes that hit Wolfsbane earlier is actually throwing her bad luck, but she misses completely at Lockheed. So you see this disc fly through the air, magical disc fly through the air that misses you, coming from the bushes, and there's still a knight standing there who's going to make a swing at you. And he rolls a 1. All right, so he falls off his horse trying to hit you, and he's flat on the ground. Okay, back around. Lockheed.
So I'm gonna. God. I guess if I ask him a question, so he's hurt pretty good, right?
He fell flat on his face.
No, I mean, but prior to that, he's been damaged pretty well.
Yeah, you think so?
So as he falls down, he fell on his face, right?
Yep.
So I'm gonna fly down and I'm gonna grab right onto his armor from the back, and I'm gonna open my mouth like I'm gonna breathe fire on him, and I'm gonna tell him as I open it up, I'm gonna telepathically tell him to surrender or burn before the fires of Lockheed.
You sense no mind.
Oh.
Shadowcat.
Wow. So she's on her way over to where Thor is.
Yep.
And obviously Thor, the god of thunder, doesn't need any help after all, Lockheed. So but she's gonna say, well, you know what, I'm here. So where is he right now? He's no longer in the building, right?
The blob?
No, Thor.
No, he's still in the building. He hasn't left. He hit him with the hammer, and the blob went flying past you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're like kind of like into the building a bit, and further in is obviously where Thor is, and then out behind you is where the blob is.
Oh, okay. Well, she's gonna run in and say, Thor, let's get out of here, and then she's gonna ask him, "Can I touch you?" You know, because I don't want to be accused of any unnecessary touching or any unwanted touching.
I don't think Thor minds.
Well, I don't know.
Thor, what do you want to...
Thor says that, allow me a moment and I shall stop that villain from running away. I shall be with thee very soon. He's pursuing the blob.
Well, I can help you get through the building much, much faster. So am I allowed to touch you?
Or I shall deal with the one who hath dared to knock mine helm off my head.
Just grab him and go.
Just grab him and
Just
go.
grab him and go.
Well, he can fly. He can probably run faster than I can.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna hop on his back and say, "Just go."
Wow.
Well, you said she's
You're gonna hop on Thor's back?
impulsive.
That's very true. So she's gonna hop on his back, put her arms around his neck, phase him, and say, "Just run, just go."
Thor, what would you like to do?
Wait. I'm having a hard time picturing this because I'm breaking in and out of here.
Okay.
So Kitty jumped on his back, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she's an impulsive teenager. And tells you to go.
But she's
Can't hear you guys.
phase.
Yeah, she's hanging on to you, jumped on you and put her arm around your neck, hanging on.
Yeah. So we're just gonna run through
All
the
right.
building, literally through the building.
Oh, awesome. Okay. And Thor looks, visibly thrilled to turn invisible and face through stuff. So he says, "Consider it done," and then he just twirls his hammer and shoots right through the building.
Okay. Yeah, you can fly at Shift X speed, which is crazy fast. So yeah, you can totally fly out of there.
Whee!
And drop it down. You can definitely get to the blob this round. He's actually kind of regrouping further down the street. When you get there, he's got a Volkswagen in his hand.
Oh my!
Okay, Wolfsbane, I think this is the last round.
This may be my third. I still have one after this one.
All right, good. So you're still stunned then. You're just watching the stuff happen. You see, I guess, Thor fly out of the building. You see the blob fly out of the building first, and you see Thor fly out of the building, and you see some fire and special effects happening on the other side. And then you look to the side, and you see another teenager, this one with dark hair, and she actually kind of rolls you over and starts to tie you up.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Okay, so it's back to Wolf. That's the beginning of their turn. So she's tying you up. Okay, Blob, you come flying out, Thor. Well, I guess you're phased, so though he doesn't know that. So he throws a Volkswagen at you. I mean, it goes through you, obviously.
Oh, yeah, because he's still phased.
He's going to fly through you and smash into 3 other cars, and wrecks 3 cars behind you. And those cars may have had people in it. It's unclear at this point. Okay.
No.
The girl that threw the magic at you and missed that you ignored because you were fighting with the knight now does it again. She gets 72. Her agility is good. So good agility, 72. She's going to hit you. Okay, so you're going to be minus 50 on your next thing that you do.
Ouch.
This is me?
Yep, because you have bad luck. I mean, I can pick any move I want, but I'm just going to say your next one because I can't keep track of all of
Oh, she gave you bad luck.
it. You get bad luck. And the knight's not doing anything because you're on top of him. So maybe he'll try to struggle to get up, but he's not really. Actually, the knight disappears.
Oh,
And you fall on the ground.
okay.
Just as you're getting bad luck. Okay, back around Thor. No, I'm sorry, back around Lockheed. What do you want to do? The knight just disappeared. You just got blasted by somebody in the bushes, and you're not feeling so lucky. She even says, "Do you feel lucky, punk?"
Oh God! What is it, Clint Eastwood?
So if he disappears, the knight disappears. I'm gonna immediately just fly right at her.
Okay.
And I'm going to actually try to. I'm just going to fly right. You said she's tying.
No, this is a different one.
Oh.
This is a blonde.
All right.
Age. They're both young, but you don't see the other one yet.
I'm going to try and fly into her just like a missile.
Okay.
Try and hit her.
You want to do a charging attack?
Yeah.
Okay. You do your endurance.
This would be my what?
Your endurance.
My endurance. Uh-oh.
Yep.
Oh, my endurance is remarkable also.
Nice.
Sweet.
You have remarkable endurance.
Where's my other D10?
It's right there.
Oh.
I might want to pick another color though, because
Endurance. Let's see. Oh, it's remarkable.
Charging.
But you said it's minus 50?
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow. That's a miss.
You got 14.
What? Would-be attacker misses the target and keeps on moving one area beyond the straight line. A second feat, this time for agility, to prevent hitting or potentially breaking a wall.
Okay.
So go ahead and
My minus 50 on this one too?
no. Make a feat of agility to not hit a tree. There's not a wall behind you, but there's a tree.
Uh-oh. This is agility?
Yeah.
Also remarkable. Agility. I got a 38 and I needed a 36.
Oh, okay. So you just banned it. Okay, perfect. You just dodged that tree. Nice. Well done. Okay. Thor. No, I'm sorry. I almost skipped you. Shadowcat. You're with Thor though, so you see the blob in the street. You just threw a Volkswagen.
Give me 1 sec. Give her 1 second. She's running
Okay.
back in the room. All right.
And like,
You're with Floor. Floor, you just threw a Volkswagen.
just
blob.
through a wall, and we went through it. Okay, so
He's about to attack him.
being concerned about the citizens that might have possibly been injured when he threw the Volkswagen and it hit 3 cars, she's going to hop off Thor's back, which Thor will no longer be phased, and then she's going to run over to see if anybody got hurt when the Volkswagen got pitched into 3 cars.
Okay.
And I'll be back is what she yells as she's running really quickly to the cars.
All right. Awesome. Yeah, you can do that. You'll check the cars this round. Thor, you're facing off with the blob who just threw a Volkswagen at you.
Okay. What do I roll?
What do you want to do?
Am I dodging? Okay, he's gonna.
No, you're not dodging.
Thor's gonna basically do this. Thor's gonna basically go up to him and try to deliver a uppercut with Mjolnir, severe enough that it'll launch the blob high up into the air, so that by the next attack he'll be able to bring down the thunder while the villain is still up in the midair. So that's what he's gonna do.
Hold on, before you roll. Okay, so if you want, you can do it as a. So that would basically be a slam. So what's your So basically, what you can do is you can decide that you're going to use karma to do that, and then what'll happen is if you don't do it without the karma, then you'll be able to spend karma on it. So you can do that if you want. That would be you try to get a big slam, yeah.
Yeah, I'll actually use karma. I mean, how much karma point do I need for that?
Well, basically, what happens is Tony will have to roll for you. You're unearthly, right? Your strength.
Yes.
Okay, so roll it unearthly, Tony.
Yep, I got a 62, so that's yellow.
Okay, so you didn't need it at all, which means you only spend 10. You always spend 10 to once
Okay.
you're third, even if you didn't need it. Okay, yeah, so you slam him.
He's gonna roll. He's gonna twirl his hammer and deliver this gigantic uppercut. And right before he does so, he says, "Watch me, watch her stand. "This strike is for thee!" And then he launches the freaking blob up into the air.
Nice. Okay, so he rolled his endurance to prevent it, and got a green, which means it's a you don't knock him as far as you'd like, but you still knock him one area, so you knock him about 20 feet in the air, which is still pretty good. It's
Okay.
just,
Cool.
I mean, he is the blob. I think I did that. Yeah, his endurance is monstrous. So yeah, okay, yeah, he got green. Okay, so basically, you knock him in the air, but not like over the buildings or anything. Just the Hulk would not be impressed, but most other people are. Okay.
Alas, I have underestimated how heavy he is.
Yeah, he's very. Okay, and this should be your last round of being stunned, I think, right, Tony?
Yep, this will be my last. Yep.
Okay, so you're unstunned after this round. Okay, coming back around. The magic chick that you tried to slam into is gonna throw. Actually, you're close to her now. She's gonna try to hit you. 54. I don't know what her abilities are though. So Lockheed, you're getting swung at by a chick, a teenage girl, basically. She's not known to you. These are like unknown at this point. They're new. Oh no, hold on, that's not her. This is her. Okay, so her fighting is okay. She probably should have used that gun that she had. Her fighting is 4, so that's poor, and she rolled a 54. So 54 is not. Oh my god, 1 square away. She does not hit you. So the young girl swings at you and misses. However, the girl that's tying up Wolfsbane pulls from her pocket a deck of cards, and she draws one out, and she throws it on the ground, and a skeleton warrior appears in the place. And she kind of looks at it, and it reaches down and picks you up and tries to start to carry, or drags you rather off. So you're being dragged away at this point.
Okay.
And she's kind of like leading, like she takes off, and it's slower because it's a skeleton, and also because it's carrying you. So you're being dragged off towards the Fifth Avenue, basically towards the buildings. Because like some construction over there that she's dragging you towards. And I think that's all the bad guys. So coming back around to Lockheed.
So Lockheed, he's right there in the same. I'm right there in the same area where this is going on with Wolfsbane, right?
I mean, you're distracted in a fight right now. So unless you want to stop fighting,
what I'm going to do is, am I still hexed by the bad luck?
Nope.
Okay. I'm going to wheel around.
I mean, what's your let's do this. What's your I'm sorry, I don't have any characters in front of me to look at the traits. What's your intuition?
Excellent.
Make an intuition check.
Okay.
Just see if you notice.
Excellent. I got you're not going to believe this. I rolled a 41, and I need a 41 to 45.
Perfect. All right.
Right.
So you do, in fact, see this. You know, this girl swings at you, and you kind of dodge out of the way, barely, and you notice that Wolfsbane is being dragged away by a skeleton. Since you just barely made it, I'll say you don't see the girl, you just see the skeleton.
So I'm going to wheel and go after the skeleton real quick.
Okay.
And is he close enough that I can get there in one move?
Yeah.
Okay. So as I'm moving over there, I'm going to telepathically signal to Shadowcat that I need help, like right now. And then I'm going to, if I try to breathe fire on the skeleton, I'm going to hit Wolfsbane more than likely, won't I?
Oh, only if you miss.
Only if I miss.
Yeah, because you can breathe it high.
Well,
It's like over this world. You can also crash into it. You can do anything you want.
yeah, much better. Oh, it's an endurance attack, though, right? Just like agility?
If you're crashing, if you're crashing into it, it's endurance. If you're firing, it's agility.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to try an endurance attack.
Okay.
Just in case. Because I can totally see myself setting Wolfbane on fire. All right, so we are definitely good.
Okay.
I got an 83 with my endurance, which is my endurance is remarkable. So an 83 puts me solidly in the yellow.
Cool. So you've got a slam, so you do damage, plus he has to make an endurance test, which he got a 26. He fails. Oh, you do a great slam, actually. So you actually hit this thing, and it drops a Wolfsbane, and it goes flying into a tree. And I'm going to say it shatters into about 100 pieces because it's a little skeleton.
Nice.
So yeah. So Wolfsbane, you're tied. Not very well, but you're tied. With some ropes around your hands or whatever. So you reach out to Shadowcat, and by the way, Shadowcat, you running back, you did find one car, did have a woman and a baby in it. She's trying to get the baby out of the back seat currently.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna run up to her and say, "Do you need help?"
And as a typical New Yorker, she's gonna be like, "Bleep, bleep, 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 bleep. What do you think?"
So she's going to understand bleep, and then she's going to help get the baby out of the car.
Okay.
And all she's going to do is she's going to phase the baby out and bring her and give her to the mom and say, "Here you go. Is everybody okay?"
Okay, cool. You can do that. And the mom's okay. She's cut up and whatever, and the baby seems okay once you're able to. It's going to take your whole turn to do that. You get 10 more karma for that, though. You're all kinds of saving people.
I know.
So,
How much karma do I get?
10 more.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so that's cool. And Wolfsbane. So you can actually act this turn. You are tied up, but you could try to break the bond.
Well, I guess what I want to do is see that escaping up there. So what I'm going to do is transform into my wolf form and try to escape the bonds.
Oh, yeah, that should definitely make you escape. No problem.
Oh, so I can still do something else, or that'll take all my...
Yeah, I would say so.
Well, I'm going to, after I transform into the wolf and escape, I'm going to run and charge the girl that tied me up and tried to knock her prone, knock her down.
Oh, awesome. Okay, so do an endurance attack. You're charging. A lot of charging in this game. Makes sense.
Let's see. That will be excellent for wolf form. 50. So that should be, yeah, it's a green.
Nice. So you do your strength of damage. Oh, no, hold on. It's a charge, so I have to look at it again. Charging, it's green. Yeah, you do your strength and damage.
And that will be good. So that's 10 points.
All right, nice. All right, good. Yeah, she gets hit. Oh no, hold on. You hit her, not her. Perfect. All right, so I'll make sure the damage goes to the right people. All right, yeah, you hit her. She's surprised, obviously, and a little bit scared that there's a wolf attacking her. Cool. And Thor.
Thor's gonna toss his Mjolnir as far as he can. He's gonna go, and then he's gonna, with his hands free, he's gonna go up to a blob, and then try to pummel him, just punch him in the face. And right after he does so, he opens up his palm and holds his head.
Ooh, 89.
Oh, that's good. But your attack, it'll be fighting now, not such lower, I think, than the.
Yeah, fighting is actually 100 unearthly. As
well.
well.
It is. Okay, so it's perfect. So 89. Yeah, you are.
So basically, the plan is, he's going to hold up his hand against his face, and Mjolnir is going to return back to his hand in one round. So that's going to slam into the guy's face.
Okay. Well, you did it. You did a slam again, so he has to make an endurance. 44. He has monstrous endurance, so that's in the green. One area. Okay, so you hit him, and I guess you can fly with him. I guess, but you hit him, and he starts. He goes. You hit him so hard, and he takes no damage. Yeah, he seems to be taking the blows pretty well. Because he's very blobby. You're not noticing like that he's really, even though, I mean, you're Thor and you hit this guy multiple times and he does not seem like he's getting hurt very much. But, okay.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. He's the blob. He's blobby. Okay, cool. On that note, back around to them. So he got slammed. So like you're holding on to him. He's going to try to let go. Oh, and knock you back. And he fails terribly. So he does nothing. So maybe he's more hurt than you thought. The girl with that was dragging Wolfsbane away is going to try to attack her. She's going to try to swing at you because at this point you're a wolf and she's a little nervous. She gets a 70. She is her fighting is also poor, so she also has a 4. 70 is enough to hit you. So 70 is in the green. So she's going to do her strength and damage, which is 6. So you take 6 points of damage.
All right.
Yeah. The girl who was still on the magic disc before is just going to run at Lockheed and try to grab you by the tail and slam you into the ground. You know, because you're flying in the air and you're a dragon and all that. Where's her skills? Where are you? There she is. Oh, no, she has that gun. Well, I already said what she's going to do. So she goes at you with an 82. She also has a poor fighting, but I think 82 still hits. Green. All right, so you're going to take Lockheed. You're going to take 4 points of damage. She just grabs onto you and kind of like squeezes and causes some damage. She's not able to slam you into the ground like she wants to do.
She thinks you're a stuffed animal.
Yeah. You squeeze your tail and open. Yeah.
Hug him and pet him and call him George.
Okay. So, all right, we're back around. Lucky. There's one young girl pulling on your tail.
Okay. So this is like a young teenager also?
Yep.
Uh,
Well, I don't think I have a. Do I have her?
not like the Knight or the Blob. I don't know if these girls are bad or just misguided or.
They're misunderstood.
Well, I'm seriously. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
So I'm basically she's got a hold of my tail. I'm basically turn around and just ball up one of my clawed fists and just try and just smack her right in the face.
Wow.
Well, it's either that or set her on fire. It's kind of the limit of what I got here.
No, that's good. Attacking you. All right, so yeah, that's your left. All right, go for it.
Okay, my fighting is good and my strength is good, so this would be a blunt attack.
Yep. Unless you want to use a claw. Unless you have, I don't know if you have the ability to use a claw. But the claw could be deadly, so you probably don't want to do that based on what you
It doesn't say that's part of my talents or
anything. Then it'll be a blunt.
You're supposed to be the teenager?
Yeah. She's
Dang.
Hey. Nope, does a body good.
I mean, she's not wearing that outfit, obviously. They're in street clothes now because we're under.
Okay, I'm sorry. All right, so good. Fighting is good. Don't think I did. I got her with a green. And good, so that's 10 points of damage, I think.
Oh, nice. All right, yeah, you whack her good.
And try to yank my tail out when I smack her across the face.
Give my tail.
You definitely, let go when you punch her.
My tail.
Let's see. She can have right.
What's that supposed to be?
Oh, interesting. She has an
Yeah, I can't tell who that character's supposed to be.
Yeah. That means. Okay. So, anyways. It's weird how the character's written, but I'm just going to keep using it the way I'm doing it. Okay, so that's cool. Next would be Shadowcat. You're just saved some people, and you see Thor's up in the air now, about 2 stories, 3, well, 30. You're about 4 stories up in the air with the blob.
Yeah, and then she hears, Lockheed in her head to come help her or to come help him, and so she's like, "Oh my God!" So she's gonna like, "Okay, I'll get there as soon as I can." So she's making her way over to where Lockheed is because he needs help.
Okay. You can do that. You'll get there.
In her head, wow, I'm really getting my exercise today.
We have been eating a lot of ice cream.
We have been. I'm working all of it off.
Okay, so Wolfsbane.
Yeah, she's going to this girl that's still attacking her. She wants to. What is the difference between grappling and grabbing? I wonder.
Grabbing is when you want to take something from somebody. Grappling is when you're wrestling them.
Okay, well, she wants to grapple her and try to get her pinned down on the ground. Like stand on top of her. So
okay, perfect. So
that'd be fighting, won't it?
I think so. Yeah.
It don't matter. I'm gonna mess with a 24 on any of them.
Yeah. Okay. No, it's actually strength, so we know it for the future. Okay. Cool. That's a good move. She's able to get away. Thor, you're up in the air with the blob.
So by this time, his Mjolnir should have returned to his hand and clocked him in the head, right?
Okay. Go ahead and make an attack. So damage.
67.
So
okay, yeah. 67. You're unearthly. That puts you clear into the slam category. Let's see. He'll make an endurance test. I'm actually going to give him one step down in endurance because it's coming from the back. So I'm going to give him only amazing endurance. Oh, but he rolled an 89 though. So even with an amazing endurance, he's still yellow, which is no. Okay, so yeah, he's stunned, so he can't do anything this round. The hammer bumps him.
So with him stunned, Thor tries to grapple him, and the next round, what he's going to try to do is try to open up the portal to Asgard, and he's going to just drag him over there.
Okay.
So that's for next round.
Yeah, he's done with that. Okay, cool. So the blob can't do anything. So back around to them. The blob can't do anything this round. The girl that just got clocked by the dragon pulls out her gun, and she's going to try to shoot you with her gas gun. Okay. And she rolls a 20, which is not going to hit you. She tries to shoot the gas gun, but it goes wild. The other girl that you were trying to grapple is going to pull out another one of those cards and throw it on the ground, and actually a wolf forms in front of you.
Oh, no.
Wow.
Okay. So that's all they're doing. Back around to Lockheed.
Did she let go of my tail?
Yeah.
So then I'm going to try and drop down and spin my butt and try and sweep her legs out from under her with my tail.
Okay. Do you want to do a called shot?
How does that work?
You make it with at 2 levels lower, but if you succeed, then you get do what you want to do. I think that's how it works. That's what I'm going to say how it works. So basically, if you're normally what? Incredible?
My fighting is good.
It's good, so you would be poor, but if you succeed, then you'll knock her on her butt for sure because you'll succeed in doing that. Otherwise, if you hit her, you're just going to do damage because that's,
So how does it work if I'm doing a blunt? Oh, that's just a blunt attack. I got you.
Yeah, I mean, you could go for the other thing you could do is just to play with mechanics a little bit more. You could actually use karma to push for a slam, because if you get a slam, then that will pretty much do what you want. It'll put her either knock her back or make her stunned.
All right, I'll burn 10 points.
The way it works is you got to roll, and then you see how much you need. That's how it works.
Oh, I thought you called it before.
You called it. You're gonna do it, but how much you burn depends on what you want to call. Like if that makes sense. Because you have to be like, no, I don't want to waste that many. You have to just do it. So. All right. But you can also call for an automatic stun too by going red. But to get red for you, you would need 98 to 100. So unless you have a ton of karma.
All right, I'll try that.
All right, so you're going for a slam?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're going to use the blunt attack, which is fighting, which is good.
Yep.
So I need to get a 76.
It looks like.
It's there. And I'm not going to get that. So, but I did get. I am going to spend the 10 karma to actually get an actual hit.
Well, you can't do that. So the way it works is.
Oh, I got you.
The way it works is you have to spend the amount of karma to get to what you asked for. And if you don't have that much karma, then you spend 10 and nothing happens.
Oh, okay.
So you can't choose later to not burn the karma. So you're gonna.
Now I understand what you mean. Okay. I was gonna say, where's the risk in that? Then now I get it. Okay. So I got. I'll be spending a lot of karma, but I'll need to spend 45 of it.
All right. So you spend 45 karma. You get. She takes damage, which is equal to your strength, which is 10, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So that doesn't knock her out. But then, in addition, she has to roll endurance, and she's not super endurance. No, you're fighting. You're not fighting her.
A lot of karma on that one.
You guys start saving some people to get more karma. Okay, her endurance is only excellent. It's funny to say only excellent.
Yeah.
But almost all the things are sound really good. 30 is what she rolls, which is not enough. That's 0. That's a great slam. So I'll say, since you want to knock her to the ground, you definitely can do that. You can knock her super far if you want.
I just want to wipe her legs out.
Yeah, she falls to the ground. She's down, and I'll say that she's going to be stunned as well for this next round.
Okay.
That you only chose to do that. She is still up, but she's not unconscious. But the breath's knocked out of her. Okay. Shadowcat. So you run up to help the dragon who just took down his opponent. Every place you run, they're already beating up the person.
And she's looking at frustration. She says, all I've been doing is just helping people.
That's what we do. I needed your
That's
help.
the priority.
So she runs over and she hugs her little dragon friend and she says, "Are you okay?"
He's like whacking at her. He's like, "I'm fine. Tie her up. Tie her up."
So she goes over and starts to tie up. Who is this chick?
We don't know.
Oh, we don't know. Okay, well, she starts tying her up then.
Yeah. Okay. Wolfsbane.
Here's what I want to do if I can, and what I want to do is, in the wolf form I'm still in, and when I see this other wolf appear, I pay no attention to it. But I want to run and jump at this girl, and what I want to try to do is grab that deck of cards in my wolf's mouth and grab it and take it away from her. Okay,
that's a grabbing attack.
Grabbing attack?
Yep, that would be a grabbing attack. So there you go. That's the perfect example of a grabbing.
Okay, good. I'm under good as the wolf, so come on, dice, work for me. Oh, wow. I rolled a 2.
Oh, 2 is definitely not going to work. Which is too bad because I was looking for it in the book because there's a whole like play out. So it's actually okay, cool. So yeah, you try to grab it. She's quick on the draw. She backs up. Okay, so Thor, you're gonna portal shift.
Yeah, Thor. While holding on to this blob, he turns to it and says, "Kerr, as heavy as thou art but a lightweight compared to Thor, Odin's son, the son of Asgard." And then he twirls his hammer real quick, and all of a sudden the portal opens up with a thunder crash, and says, "I shall introduce thee to more worthy playmate for thee." And then he zooms in, dragging him in, and he's going to basically spend his karma point to locate his friends, the Warriors 3, and drop them off.
Okay. All right. That's fine. You can do that. Wow. All right. Power gamer. Yeah. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, you do that. You obviously in Asgard, he's going to not be able to fight very well, so you can certainly drop him off with the guard. That's going to take, we'll say it takes a couple rounds while you're making that happen.
As he does so, he yells to the mortal heroes of Midgard. It's like, it seems as though thou hast everything well under control. I shall take this villain away and leave the rest to thee. And Thor flies off with Blob.
Nice. Okay. There's some people in the street. They clap.
All right. Well, with that, my time's up, so I gotta drop out, guys.
All right. Good timing. Perfect.
Okay.
Good job, buddy, Thor.
Thanks. Woo!
All right. Cool. So Thor. All right. So Thor seems to have taken the blob away, and it's back around to the Okay, so the one girl's on the ground. The other one has. Okay, so the wolf is going to attack. Wolfsbane. 73. It's excellent. It's going to hit in the green. So you're going to do. It's going to do 10 points of damage.
Okay.
Yes, you get that's like a bite damage. It actually bites you. All right. All right. Having seen the blob, okay, the knight's gone. The girls are one of them's on the ground. Okay, the girl that pulled out the wolf and had it attack you, she's running. You know, she just leaves the wolf to fight you and she runs. The other girl's on the ground. She's stunned, I said, right? So she can't do anything this round. So it's back around to Lockheed. You have one girl on the ground. I guess what are you tying her up with? Shadowcat?
Oh, that's a good point.
Does she have anything on her?
I don't know.
No, I'm talking about the girl.
The girl?
They were trying to tie up.
She, yeah, she does. That makes sense. Yeah, she has some rope.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to use her own rope then.
All right, she has like a backpack or whatever. So you're gonna pull it out this round. So you were rifling through her stuff last round. So you pull a rope out, and you start tying her up. Okay, and Wolfsbane, you're facing off against a wolf.
Can I run after this girl and try to tackle her back down again?
100%. Yeah, go for it.
That's what she's going to ignore the wolf and run after the girl and try to jump on her and knock her down.
All right, do you want to call for a definite slam or stun?
I only got 14 karma, so it wouldn't help me, I don't think.
Probably not. Okay.
So, yeah, I'll just run and try to, I guess that's strength, ain't it?
No, it's going to be endurance if you're doing a charging. And to do is
okay, good.
You'll need a yellow or a red to slam or stun her, otherwise you'll just do damage.
Yep, I've got excellent, so I'll try to do that. Ooh, a 90. That ought to be pretty good, huh?
There you go. That's what you needed.
That's yellow, yeah.
90 is yellow. See if you had used your thing. You could have. All right, so that's a roll against her endurance. Oh, geez. She rolled a 98 against her endurance.
Ooh.
That means she's probably not slammed, but she's still going to take damage. Let me just check to make sure what her endurance is. All right, I'm realizing next time I run this, I need to make a cheat sheet with everybody's stats on it. So that's Tarot. And her endurance is 20, which is excellent. A 98 puts her in the red. For the slam is no. So she doesn't actually get slammed, but she does take the damage, which is 10 points, right? For you, the wolf.
Excellent. Is it excellent endurance damage?
No, she'll take your wolf's damage. Doesn't the wolf do does damage against your strength?
Yeah, my strength is at good, so yep, 10.
Yeah, okay. All right. She's still up. You know, you basically hit her and she like stumbles forward but doesn't fall over. And it's her turn. She's actually going to she's gonna pull another card out and throw it on the ground, and it's going to turn into a giant bat. And then she's going to try to jump on the back, but it's going to take her around to do that. At this moment, the wolf is wolf's going to charge up and try to attack you from behind since you're going after her. Ooh, no, that's 39, not 93. I thought it was 93. 39. The wolf misses. The wolf could not hit the wolf. You guys hear some barking and growling and wolfy stuff happening as you tie up your girl, who is now like able to talk and stuff, but she's
Oh, that's the basic rules right there.
So what do you want to do, Lockheed?
It didn't work.
You looked right at it.
Lockheed.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So is she's tied up, right?
She's tied up. You hear the sounds of wolves or dogs fighting.
Okay. So I'm going to. Okay, you said a giant bat just.
Yeah. Well, you didn't see that.
I didn't see that. Okay.
That's on the other side where Wolfsbane is. There's like trees and stuff between you guys. It's like a pretty heavily.
So Wolfsbane is fighting these magically created wolves, right?
That's correct.
So I'm gonna quickly fly over there and try to flame attack.
Okay. Yeah, when you fly over, you see a wolf attacking Wolfsbane. You see a giant bat and a girl trying to get on it.
I'm thinking I might want to attack the bat instead then, or
that's fine.
because I want to prevent her from escaping.
Fair enough.
I got a 51. That is going to be a solid green.
Okay, cool.
Remarkable 51. Yeah. That's
Okay.
30 damage.
Okay, the bat seems very, very injured.
Nice.
Oh, I guess this girl, I said she was a brunette, but she's actually a redhead. Sorry. Right. This is the Batgirl. Well, she's not Batgirl, but she's the
Oh.
okay. So also not in that outfit right now currently. Okay, Shadowcat, you're tying up this girl. I tied up this girl. She seems conscious now. She's eyeballing you.
Okay, so she looks at her and she just says, "Who are you? Why are you doing this?"
She spits on you.
Oh. She slaps her. Meow!
Yeah.
Oh, make a fighting.
Her face.
Gotta make a roll for it.
I'm gonna make a roll.
Yeah.
What's your fighting?
I got an 88.
Ooh, damn.
Hey, what's your fighting?
My fighting is remarkable.
Okay. And it's pushed up to incredible because you have martial arts, right? So you'll so an 88 is going to put you solidly in the yellow. So yeah, you actually slam her. What's your strength?
My strength is typical. It's not very high.
Okay. She's not. You slap her and you think she's gonna like black out. She starts blinking, but she doesn't quite go out. But she's got some blood coming out of her lip, and she doesn't seem, as spitty anymore.
She's gonna say, "Are you ready to talk now?"
Yeah, she might be. Okay, so Wolfsbane, what do you want to do?
Yeah, Wolfsbane, seeing that the dragon has come over to help her, she's going to know that we've got to stop this girl from trying to get away. So she's going to jump up and try to bite the bat and grab hold of the bat. And she's going to actually try to bite it to do damage to it. Oh, man, that's probably going to miss. Wait, let's see. Well, I don't know. I'm excellent at 47. Does that hit? Just barely, man. Yeah, just barely green.
Yeah, okay.
And it does 10 damage. The bite does 10 edge damage.
Okay, good. So between that and the fire, the bat disappears into a puff of smoke, and the girl falls on the ground, looking very nervous now, although the wolf is still behind you guys. And it's her turn. So she's going to... There's a dragon and a wolf attacking her. She's gonna put her hands up and give up. She's like, "I surrender. Stop torturing me." And then the people around, she's like, "Look at these heroes. They're torturing me and beating me." And she's trying to draw a bad...
Is her wolf still there, or did it disappear?
The wolf also disappeared.
Yeah, Wolfsbane transformed back to her human form and her teenage girl form and just grab her by the arm and try to drag her over to where the rest of them are.
Okay. So by the time you kind of get her over there and with Shadowcat, and obviously this whole thing probably took maybe like 3 minutes at the most or whatever, but by now you hear the sirens getting louder and louder, and the police are pulling up and investigating what's going on. Obviously, and you've apprehended the suspects. They actually stopped the guys with the guns that had the van. Somebody called it in, so they were able to stop the theft, and you seem to have captured the two of the mutants that were involved. So well done. Look at you. Even though Thor took the blob task, I don't know how that actually works. So yeah, so you guys did it. You stopped the bad guys. Very good. Nice.
Who were those two bad girls?
Tarot and Roulette.
Oh wow.
Apparently they're part of some other like young mutant group, but I think the group came out later than this. It's like later in the timeline, so I figured maybe they were new for you guys. Okay, but maybe nobody knew who they were anyways. But Tarot can create. She throws down cards and she can create realities with whatever's on the card. And Roulette does the luck thing.
Yeah, I didn't recognize roulette, but I did recognize tarot. In fact, when she threw the card out, I was like, "Oh my God, is that tarot?" But I didn't see her in the list of bad guys, so I thought, "Wait a minute."
No.
But then you just said that you didn't usually, you didn't take from there directly. So interesting.
He has access to bad guys that we didn't.
Yeah,
I have another box set. Yeah, I have like I think 4 box sets.
Yeah, I used to have the box set years and years ago, and it's been lost. And I actually had the original, the advanced. I had the original book, and then I had the advanced book, and then I had a copy of the Ultimate Powers book. But I've lost all 3 of them. The only thing I've got now is a literal copy of the Ultimate Powers book. That's all I got left.
Well, now you might have missed it before you.
Yep, that's what I used to have. That one, and then I had the advanced one.
Yeah, and I have the advanced box set too. Then I have an X-Men box set, and I have a Spider-Man one.
Yeah.
So I don't have. It's pretty cool though. I kind of like, you get used to the chart. It's a little bit awkward, I think.
Actually, I completely disagree. I think that with the chart, everybody, if you print out the chart and have it in your hand. I really enjoyed the combat system tremendously. It's like
very easy.
It's so easy
because it's only 2d10s. That's it. That's all it is. It's 2d10s.
Yep, 2d10s, and it's just what happens? Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. I mean, running it. It's up because you have to know everybody's stats. That's the only problem from the GM's point of view.
Yeah.
So I think what I did was, since I have the book, I just took screenshot pictures of the book. Next time I'll just make like an Excel sheet and write them out. It'll be much faster.
Yeah,
that's the only delay. But I actually kind of like the chart too. No, I think that part was okay. I think some of the stuff, like we didn't really experiment too much with the karma because I felt like we'd forget about it as we were going. But it seems like you use it when you need to use it. Like when you used it was a perfect opportunity.
Yeah, and even when I used to play way back when, we didn't like some characters, depending on what they could do, they used karma a lot. And then other characters, like your typical standard fighting type, didn't seem to use karma a whole lot. So, but it's I don't know. Even back then, I don't remember using karma a whole ton. But it was kind of depending on what kind of character I was playing back then.
Yeah, I think because you have to state it ahead of time, you don't think of it. And then you're like, oh.
Exactly.
Yeah. I think, though, like it was actually really interesting because I had already planned those 3 bad guys. I actually added one more because I didn't know if it was going to be too easy for you guys, but I think it wasn't. It actually worked out. And when I was like, oh, don't play Thor, and then I looked at the blob has unearthly resistance to damage.
Yeah.
Which means that even Thor can't hurt the blob with regular physical damage. Yeah. Well, the way to beat him would have been Kitty Pryde. Like you could have beaten him because you could have phased into him. That's how you could have done it because that would have broke through his damage.
I didn't think about that.
I know. Well, that's why, because I was going to change it. And I was like, well, you can beat him that way. But Jan came up with an even more creative way to go to Asgard.
Well, if we decide to play this system again, I will resurrect one of my old characters that have been sitting in my little my booklet. Because, he showed you earlier, I actually have a binder that is of all of my characters that I rolled back then. Long time ago.
Yourself again?
Huh?
Was it a hero that you created yourself?
Yeah. Yeah, I created a bunch.
Yeah, she's got like 40 or 50 of them.
Yeah, well, maybe not that many, but still, I have a lot. Yeah, there's quite a few.
Make your own, which is kind of cool. Although I kind of like, I have like 2 modules. I didn't really play them when I was younger, but I like that the modules are designed for certain heroes. Because one of the problems I think that you would have in one shots if people make their own heroes is that if you don't make people with the right abilities, your villains won't be able to be beaten.
That's very true.
Yeah, because like the blob, if Shadowcat hadn't been there, nobody could have beat the blob because he actually also has enough resistance to beat the fire. So like really none of you guys, except for Shadowcat, could really actually hurt. Well, actually, the lightning would have hurt him too, but then you failed him lightning.
Yeah, but then again, Thor took him to Asgard.
Yeah. So it just becomes like you got to, or if you come up with a clever way to like trap him or something, because that's usually how man usually beats him is by like trapping him. But because he has that resistance, you're just like, yeah. So what about you, Tony? What'd you think?
I really enjoyed it. I think it's easy with that chart. Just cross references real quick and tell you what it is and adjudicate it from there. But I enjoyed it. I'll definitely play it again.
Yeah, maybe I'll run a module. We'll try it. I just wanted to do something really simple because I was like, we got to do something for Stan Lee.
Oh no, this was great.
Yeah.
And like you said, drop right into the action, which was cool. And
Yeah.
like I said, glancing through the PDF, while we were playing, one thing, the only thing looks like it'd be, you'd have to make sure you running it. I don't think would be even that hard, other than what you said about you have to know all the abilities, but also the column shift thing. You got to keep that in mind. But
you don't use it that often.
Yeah.
I was reading it wrong.
It's just remembering how to do it, but it's just like, I was like, wow, this is actually really, really kind of simple to do.
Yeah, and we also didn't use basically there's, if you look at the chart, there's on the right-hand side, there's dodging, evading, blocking, catching. I didn't use that. They're optional rules. And I think if you use those, then you would use the column shift more often because you see how it adds column shifts.
Yeah. And we were using the basic rule set, right?
Yeah, it's in the basic rules, but it's an optional rule. Actually, there was something else I used that was optional because it just felt like it was easy. But there's certain things you can do, like using entangling weapons. There's other like optional stuff. But basically, what you do is, I didn't think it'd be that useful for this particular adventure, anyways. Like specifically, I think it's dodging, or maybe it's evading. Particularly, evading. I think it is really good for for Spider-Man. I think because that's the example they use. Like that Spider-Man is good at evading because he can do blah blah. And if you accomplish it, then you get like if somebody's shooting a gun at you, it's good for that. But you have to say it before you start the room that you're doing it. And most characters can't do anything else but evade. So it just ends up being like, oh, I'm evading, I can't do anything. So if I read it right, I mean, I literally just read the rules before we played. I was like reading it this afternoon. So I'm like, all right, I got to go through this. But you know what I missed though? There's a chart in here that says how strong different metals are. And that's what I was looking for the truck, because I think I did that part a little bit wrong.
Yeah, it was material strength.
Oh, did you find it?
Well, I saw it earlier when I was looking.
Yeah, and I can't find it. Oh, there it is, material strength 12. So, like, basically, like, oh, no, I was on that. Oh, here we go. I see. I'm looking at it wrong. So, basically, the truck would have been, I guess, steel. Steel would have been remarkable. And then if you try to, but I think if you hit something with something that is weaker than you are strong, then you only do that damage. So I think I kind of did that wrong. Like with the truck, he shouldn't have done. Oh no, actually no. I actually did it. I did do it wrong, but it gave him less damage because the truck is would have been steel, so that's remarkable. And I think the blob's strength was only excellent. So whatever, it doesn't really matter. But basically, that's the difference. Like if you're really super strong, which hits somebody with like a twig, it doesn't. But if the material is stronger than you, then you do more damage. So it's useful for that, Like if you can hit somebody, like if he had used high strength steel or stone or volcanic rock or reinforced concrete, those things are tougher than he's strong, so it does more damage. But that's kind of the fun stuff. I'm glad the slams happened. That's why I wanted to drop it right in the middle of the city. I felt like it'd be. I knew there would be some walls coming down.
Oh.
And just so you know, Michelle, I actually decided when the cars got hit, I was like, and there's going to be a woman and a child in there. I just put that on the side because I'm like, I wonder if they'll go and check. So that was really good. I wasn't just like, oh, and there's a woman and a child because you went there. Like there would have been either way, and you would have actually lost karma if you didn't rescue them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I was going to say that's neat. That's neat how taking those type of actions you can gain perks from it.
Yeah, and I again another chart that's in here that like I couldn't quickly. Oh, here it is. I did it wrong. Okay, so like for instance, you all gained because you stopped. I would say you stopped robbery and violent crime. I picked both of those. You'd get 50 for like if you were going to be ongoing. But like when you rescue somebody, you're supposed to get 20. I only gave you 10. But yeah, so you get 20 each time. So actually, if you're doing something, you can actually build up karma as you're actually in the action. Some stuff you don't get till the end, though. Like there's certain things you don't get till the end. But
I bought about a year or two ago. I bought a book called Mutants and Masterminds, which was another superhero RPG, and it's pretty good, I think. But some of the rules I found very difficult to try and figure out.
Yeah.
we were all sitting down looking at it. I'm like, I don't understand how you figure out exactly how much damage you do. And I was like, somebody's as smart as me that's been playing RPGs this long, and if it's this hard to figure out, I don't know, but all the stuff they had in it for Power Zone was great. But I actually wanted to do a campaign with it because I'm not a big comic book guy, but I do like the idea of playing superheroes. So yeah.
Right. Yeah, you can look at it in different ways.
Play.
You're going to go not live because we're just talking and we can continue to talk. Yeah. I just realized we're done. Unless people want to listen to our random conversation online about. But I was going to say, Mist is like that. It's basically superheroes, but it's not a comic book. So that's kind of fun. But anyways, let me go offline. Stop broadcast. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Lee.